Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahanonymous_. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahanonymous_. Alright? Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, Fulton County Judge Uriel Glanville sided with Young Thug at a court hearing on Thursday, December 15th, when he ruled that the evidence seized during the raid can't be used against him in his upcoming trial. Now, Young Thug's defense argued the search was illegal and expressed concerns about the validity of the warrants of, if any, actually existed. Thug's attorneys requested that all of the property that was seized be returned to Thug, which includes a cell phone, computer, and a small amount of marijuana. They filed a motion to suppress all evidence due to an illegal search and seizure, which was granted by Judge Glanville. For y'all that are unaware of what that means, it's when police enter your home or car unlawfully without a proper search warrant or probable cause. Due to this small technicality, anything found while the unlawful search is being held can be forfeited and unusable in the court of law, no matter what it is, whether it's guns, drugs, whatever. Now, the prosecution against Thug plans to use evidence found in the cell phone against the YSL rapper in next month's trial, but it looks like that won't be the case anymore. So now, what would they hold against him, being that that was the biggest piece of evidence that led to all the other accusations against Young Thug? Now, maybe this is why Thug was hit with additional charges earlier this week, outside of his RICO case, when he received misdemeanor charges for street racing, reckless driving, and speeding after allegedly driving a vehicle at 120 miles per hour on Interstate 85 back in May of this year. And when it came out that they was hitting Thug with these small misdemeanor charges out of nowhere, everyone was lost as to why. But maybe this is exactly why. They knew about the evidence being suppressed, so now they're scrambling to find any and everything they can get to get a conviction in his trial. Now, Thug is accused of renting a 2014 Infiniti Q50 sedan from Hertz, which was used in the commission of the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., who was a rival gang member back on January 10th of 2015. Now, aside from the charges stemming from the RICO, Young Thug was hit with 7 additional felonies after police raided his home back in May, which consisted of possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, and possession of a dangerous weapon or silencer, which could include sawed-off shotguns, sawed-off rifles, or machine guns. He was also charged with 3 counts of unlawful participation in criminal gang activity while employed by or associated with a criminal street gang, which is at the root of the case against YSL. Now, according to prosecutors, Young Slime Life, aka YSL, the crew from which Young Stoner Life Records take its name, is a hybrid criminal street gang associated with the larger Bloods organization. And so much as the Bloods are an actual, organization, this is why everyone's labeling Gunna a rat, because Thug in his defense is trying to convince the courts that they are not a gang, while Gunna has admitted that they are in fact a gang, stating that he was a part of YSL the label and not the gang sector of YSL. Now, initially, the evidence against Thug seemed to mainly focus on using his lyrics to prove his affiliation with the YSL gang, but the illegal firearms and drugs is what was going to have him face larger consequences. But if that evidence isn't used against him, then he might have a better chance at freedom. Now, I wouldn't say that they'll just let him off scot-free, but I would say that even if they do decide to give him some type of time, it wouldn't be anything compared to what he'll be facing if they was to use evidence against him from what they found when they raided his home. So that's good news. Now, shout out to Young Thug for remaining solid and not panicking in the midst of everyone taking pleas and seemed like they was folding under the pressure. I know that the raid and the evidence played a major role in all this, but I still wonder what happened to all the audio calls and evidence they claim to have against YSL. That includes like the people they said snitched, Christian Eppinger and Antonio Sumlin. They're the ones that was allegedly told to attempt to kill YFN Lucci twice in Fulton County Jail. Now, in February of this year, the two YSL associates allegedly asked Young Thug for permission to make a second attempt to murder Atlanta rapper YFN Lucci while he was incarcerated at Fulton County Jail awaiting trial for murder. Now, they say Lucci was stabbed at the facility on February 9th, 2022, which was an attack that prosecutors claim was perpetrated by YSL associates. Now, maybe that was just a little move to convince people in the courts that YSL is in fact a gang and Thug is the head of it. Who knows? But let's see what comes out of it. As of now, it's good news for Thug, and you know that the evidence against him is being thrown out. So let's wait and see what else they toss at him come trial time. Right now, you have a bunch of people that was involved in the case, including Gunna, including Walter Murphy, who they say is also a co-founder of YSL The Gang. They all took pleas, and usually when you have co-defendants that take pleas in a case such as this, when it's a group of y'all, it kind of makes the person that's not copping out look guilty. It makes it look like, well, if they're all copping out, why isn't he copping out? Because if they're all copping out 9 times out of 10, that means the accusations are in fact true. Even if they're not, it's just a perception of it. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of confusion within this case already though. Like I said, let's just focus on the fact that Young Thug received great news, and let's see what comes out of it come trial time. Alright, now y'all jump in the comments, let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.